Hello, everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of Fireside Chats. My name is Kai.
And I'm Luna. We are so happy you're here with us. We want this to be a place to slow down and reconnect with the stories that make us who we are.
For our first episode, we wanted to start right at the beginning. We're officially titling this Episode 1, The Beginning of Everything, the stories behind our first favorite things.
We chose that title because those first, a movie, a song, they aren't just random things we liked. They feel like the foundation stones of our personalities, don't they?
Absolutely. They're the beginning of our tastes and passions. So today, we're going to excavate the stories behind them. Are you ready to dig deep, Luna?
I've got my shovel ready. So, where should we start this archaeological dig? Movies?
Movies, it is. So, what was that first film that made you see the world just a little bit differently?
For me, it has to be Studio Ghibli's Spirited Away. Before that, I thought cartoons were just simple, happy stories. This one was something else entirely.
I agree, it's a masterpiece. What specifically made it feel so different to you as a kid?
It was the feeling of truly being lost. Chihiro wasn't a princess or a superhero. She was just a normal, scared kid thrown into a world she didn't understand. I think it was the first time I ever truly felt empathy for a character on screen.
That's a really deep connection. It wasn't just about being entertained, it was about feeling understood.
Exactly. The world itself was so detailed and strange with its own rules. It felt more like a dream than a story. What about you, Kai? Was your first favorite movie as thoughtful and artistic?
Not even close. My choice was loud, explosive, and all about hype. It was without a doubt Dragon Ball Z.
I should have guessed. So you were one of those kids running home from school so you wouldn't miss it?
I was the captain of that team. I remember the sound of the final school bell was like a starting pistol. The entire walk home was just filled with anticipation.
So what was the hook for you? Was it just the cool fight scenes?
The fights were amazing, but the real magic was the suspense. An entire episode, 20 minutes, could just be two characters powering up and staring at each other.
And that was exciting to you? To me, that sounds like it would be boring.
It was the most exciting thing in the world because it was all about the build-up. It taught me about patience and payoff. You endured the waiting because you knew the final punch was going to be earth-shattering.
That makes a lot of sense. So while I was learning about quiet internal struggles from Spirited Away, you were learning about epic long-form battles.
It's the perfect contrast, isn't it? And it defined our playground conversations for years. That was my first real fandom.
That's a great way to put it. Now, from the sound of an energy blast, how about we move to the sound of a favorite song?
Let's do it. What was the first song that you claimed as your personal anthem?
My anthem was a declaration of friendship and fun. It has to be Wannabe by the Spice Girls.
A worldwide classic. What did girl power mean to you back then?
It meant you didn't have to be just one thing. You had 5 completely different personalities in one group, and they were all celebrated. My friends and I had serious meetings to decide who was who.
Please tell me you have a good story about that.
Of course I do. I was Baby Spice, mainly because I was the youngest. We had a hairbrush that we used as a microphone, and we'd perform the entire song in my bedroom. It was pure joy. It was the sound of my childhood friendships.
I love that. My first favorite song was also about identity, but from the opposite direction. It was In the End by Linkin Park.
Oh, from group joy to solo angst. That's quite the leap.
It was the perfect leap for a 14-year-old. It was the first time I actually listened to the lyrics of a song and felt them on a personal level.
What was it about the lyrics that connected with you so much?
It was that feeling of trying so hard and still not meeting expectations, whether it was in school or just, life. It was a safe place for all my teenage frustrations.
So music became an outlet for you.
Exactly. I'd just lie on my floor with my headphones on, and for those 3 minutes, the rest of the world and its problems just disappeared. It was a form of therapy.
That's the real magic of music. It can be a party or it can be a therapy session.
Perfectly said. All right, last category. This one is very important. Let's talk about snacks.
The fuel of our childhoods. What was that one snack that you craved more than anything?
It was more of a ritual than a snack. It was eating uncooked instant noodles right out of the packet.
Oh my gosh, you too? I thought my friends and I were the only ones who did that.
See? It was a universal secret. You had to crush it just right, pour in the seasoning, and shake it. It was the taste of doing something you weren't supposed to do.
I know that taste well. For me, that forbidden feeling snack was Warhead sour candy. The whole point was to see who could keep a straight face the longest.
It was a competition of pure willpower.
It really was. It was 30 seconds of eye-watering pain, followed by the sweet reward at the center. It was a whole adventure in a tiny piece of candy.
That's brilliant. A snack with a story arc.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground today, from magical worlds to angsty anthems.
It's been a fun trip, and it really shows how these simple things are the clues to who we were becoming. Now we want to turn it over to you, our listeners.
We genuinely want to hear your stories. What's the story behind your first favorite thing? Let us know everything in the comments below.
And if you enjoyed this chat, please do us a huge favor and hit like and subscribe to Fireside Chats. As a brand new channel, your support means the world.
Thank you all so much for being here with us for our very first episode. Until next time, stay cozy.
Bye, everyone.